Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom. I normally say I have just witnessed, but I have just heard the seismic, life-changing news that Mick McCarthy is leaving Ipswich at the end of the season. The club have just put out a statement saying that him and Terry Connor will be leaving, and it's all very mutual consenty and very kind of nicely worded, but finally we have a conclusion to this saga. Obviously from the outside a lot of people don't know how long it's been rumbling on for, but there's been dissension between McCarthy and the fans now probably for about 18 months, and it's got a bit nasty. And obviously Mr. Evans, Mr. McCarthy both agree that it's kind of become untenable. There was one quite telling quote in the statement that says we never actually got to talking about a new contract. So all sides knew that time was up, and for the first time in 5 years Ipswich are going to have a new manager. But let's just talk about McCarthy. Obviously he came bottom of the league. Paul Jewell left a awful mess, lots of loan players. He sorted it out, took them up the table. I think it was 14th, then 9th. Then McCarthy's high point, the playoff season, 14-15, 6th place finish, losing to Norwich in the playoffs, but really overperforming. Those people that side with McCarthy say that at this point he should have been rewarded with some transfer funds to try and push on, and he didn't get them. And then a kind of 7th place finish the next season, but never really looked like actually getting in the playoffs. It was kind of done a long time before the end of the season. Then the horrible kind of turning point last season as everything dropped off, the sale of Murphy and the real end of the 14-15 team happened, and it got a bit nasty midway point in that season, ending with a very kind of nothingy 16th place finish. This season it's been the last year of his contract, and the speculation has been going all season. I'm fed up of it, the fans are fed up of it, Mick's fed up of it, and we've finally got an answer that he is going to be leaving. On the bit I did for Channel 5 the other day, I got a bit of criticism for saying he probably is the right man for the job, but it probably is time for him to move on. And he agrees. He is a good manager. I think now he's going to have a bit of a reputation as someone to go in and sort out a mess somewhere rather than someone to maybe build a project with. So that may or may not work against him. Depends how high up the messy club goes to. I have no doubt that he'll be in employment very soon. I think this works well for him announcing it now, because there's a chance of actually a summer appointment for him at a new job, whereas we thought maybe he'll wait until Christmas for somewhere. I think a guy with his experience is always going to get work, and yeah, I think he's going to be able to take his pick. I think he'll have a few offers, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see him in the opposing dugout against Ipswich at some point next season. I think it will be in the Championship. How do I feel about McCarthy? Obviously now it's announced it's going to happen and he's going. That softens a lot of the kind of negative feeling. I think there's a solution made. I would appeal to Ipswich fans to keep dignity for the last few games. Those people who wanted him gone, they've got what they wanted, so I don't think there's any need for the bad feeling to continue. Now, whether that happens or not, we shall see at Birmingham and at Millwall. The announcement comes hand in hand with the season tickets dropping 10%. So I don't know whether they're going to announce a new manager before the end of the season. Knowing Ipswich, probably not. And now we have the nice fantasy talk of who the new manager is going to be, whether they're unattached at the moment or at a club. I still think that'll happen at the end of the season. So yeah, I think the message has to be, even though it's soured a bit, we have to thank McCarthy for what he did. First staving off relegation, stabilising, building the squad, challenging in those playoffs. That was the best it got. I think most would say he did, in the main, a good job, but perhaps made a few poor choices when it came to his relationship with the fans. He'll probably argue that the fans made a few poor choices, but, you know, freedom of speech, they're customers, they can say what they like. So that is my immediate reaction. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm sure we're going to get comments from other teams' fans saying that, oh, you know, you won't get anyone as good as him. But unless you've been watching the situation and the atmosphere around the place, you won't know that it was kind of untenable, and that's proven to be true. But let me know what you think in the comments. Right decision, does it suit all parties, and who do you think and who do you want to be the next manager? Follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom. Give me a subscribe. And yeah, really interested in the comments on this one. Thanks for watching.